We are here for an NFL video. Gonna give you my picks for week 2 here. I want you guys to do it as well. I'm in a group with my boy, Chase Oliver, ESPN Pigskin Pick'em. It's fun to say. So I'm gonna put the link in the description to that group. I'll leave the password there. We need you guys in there as well. Let's do this. I just got in it this week, so I'm already a week behind. But am I about to make that comeback? Absolutely. Am I worried that, I'm already 0-1 because I picked the Steelers? That was a dumb idea. I'm absolutely worried. Yes, but anyways, let's get into this. Predicting these games. First game I'm going to talk about, the Atlanta Falcons. That's a good team, man. I like those guys. Going to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. You got weapons everywhere. You got Julio Jones. You got A.J. Green, Roddy White, Andy Dalton, Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan was looking nice last week. The Falcons beat the Saints. Bengals looked good too, though, last week. Their offense is pretty, and their defense is also looking pretty good. So I'm a little nervous about this game. Without being too biased, I'm gonna take the Atlanta Falcons. Disconcerting my statement I just said. I don't think it's that big of an upset. People are going to look at the Falcons from last year, but there were so many injuries. I think they're closer to the team 2 years ago than they are closer to the team of last year. But we'll see. Taking the Falcons in this one. The battle of two of the funniest 1-0 teams of all time. The Dolphins at the Bills. Dolphins looked pretty good knocking off the Patriots last week. The Bills, I don't know. I guess neither team is as bad as we thought. But in this one, I'm going to take the road team. I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins to go into Buffalo and get a win. Next game in the matchup of teams that I don't like right now. I don't like the Saints ever, but I don't like the Browns until they start Johnny, because that's just stupid. Saints coming off a loss to the Falcons. I feel like they're going to be so pissed off. The Browns, hey, I'll give it to Brian Hoyer. He looked good against the Steelers. He almost led that comeback, but not this week, my friends. I'm taking the Saints on the road. Cowboys at the Titans. Cowboys looked really bad against the 49ers. Tony Romo looked like Tony Romo. Not the good Tony Romo that every so often will throw 4 touchdowns. You're like, that guy right there. He has potential. No, he looked bad. Titans straight up smacked the Chiefs. It's in Tennessee. Pretty sure even if it was in Dallas, it wouldn't change the thing. I think Jake Locker goes wild, picking the Titans to beat the Cowboys. Really interested in this next game. You got the Detroit Lions going to Carolina to play the Panthers. Week 1, Detroit. Oh, man. Monday Night Football. They were playing the Giants, but still. Calvin Johnson looked like the best receiver in the NFL, because he is. Matthew Stafford looked like he's improved a whole lot. Panthers, they beat the Bucks. No Cam Newton. It's looking like Cam Newton's going to play. I honestly don't know if it's 100% confirmed. So maybe I should check that out, seeing as I'm picking the Carolina Panthers to win off of the assumption that Cam Newton is playing. So just know that if in the next, however many hours, for some reason Cam Newton ends up not playing, I'm going to switch it and pick the Lions. But Cam Newton plays, going to keep my pick on the Carolina Panthers. I just like that defense, and I think Cam can do just enough. Not 100% sold on Stafford yet, but when you have Calvin Johnson, you don't really need to be Superman every week. The Patriots traveling to Minnesota to play the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings looked pretty good in week 1. Adrian Peterson deactivated, made this choice very easy. Bill Belichick doesn't believe in 0-2. The Patriots will go to Minnesota and knock off the Vikings. Two teams that played last Monday, not against each other obviously, but the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New York Giants. The Giants looked really bad. The Cardinals, I honestly thought the Chargers were going to win that game. A lot of people were high on the Cardinals, rightfully so. Last year they played super well. Carson Palmer looked good week 1. The defense is still the defense. Patrick Peterson's my boy. Where you at, Sherman? No, I'm just kidding. I don't mess with Sherman anymore. Sherman's the boss. Taking the Cardinals in this, I just feel like the Giants. And again, I'm not 100% sold on the Cardinals, so this pick is more so I'm very low on the Giants and high on the Cardinals. But either way, taking the Arizona Cardinals. Jacksonville Jaguars. Easy for me to say. The Jacksonville Jaguars at the Washington Redskins. For the record, Jacksonville looked nice in that 17-0 start against Philly, right? For the record, if this game was in Jacksonville, I legitimately would be picking the Jacksonville Jaguars. So if they win, I won't be surprised. Having said that, it's in Washington. Taking the Redskins. RG3. If not now, win. Dude, what is going on? This guy's got to pick it up. I promise you. I don't know what is going on. But I think he has enough to get past Jacksonville at home. The Rams. Oh, the Rams. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the Rams are on their third-string quarterback now. They're traveling to Tampa. Tampa didn't look all that bad. They tried to make a little run at the Panthers last week, even though they didn't have Cam. Cam doesn't play defense. The Buccaneers, at the end, were starting to move the ball against the defense. Rams defense, you know, Robert Quinn, baller. Baller status. But, like I said, third-string quarterback. It's in Tampa. I'm just going to roll with the Buccaneers. Seahawks versus Chargers. Seahawks have to travel to San Diego. My upset pick of the week is not this one. Seattle. I'm honestly trying to think. In the NFL right now, I'm trying to think if there is any possible game. Maybe if, I don't know, this early in the season. I guess it's only week 2. I'm trying to think if there's any game that could happen this week that I would pick against Seattle. Maybe if they were at San Fran, even at Denver. I'm still high on Denver. Anybody at Seattle, no chance in hell. No chance in hell. I'm not picking any team. You want to see me pick against the Falcons? I think the only thing that could do it is at Seattle. I'm not even kidding. Taking the Seahawks, obviously. I hear a lot of people with rumblings of, but the Chargers always, you know, make these upsets, so we got to pick. I'm not messing with that. I'm just going Seattle because I'm smart. You got the Chiefs at the Broncos. Last year, the first time these two teams met, even though in my mind I was like, this is about to be bad. Everyone's like, this is about to be a game for days. The Chiefs defense, whatever. Not so much this week. Not so much this year. Same result, though. I think Denver's going to run over these dudes. Not literally run. They're going to pass all over these dudes. But the score is going to be bad. I'm taking Denver to win with ease. New York Jets at Green Bay Packers. Fortunately for Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't have to be scared to look to either side of the field because Richard Sherman ain't walking through that door. Aaron Rodgers looked like, he just looked like a scared man. He was not trying to mess with that side of the field. Luckily for him, the Jets do not have Richard Sherman. Saying that, Jets didn't look too bad last week. Also saying that, they played the Raiders. At Green Bay, Lambeau, Packers win. Houston Texans at said Oakland Raiders. Jadeveon, my boy, he's out. The Texans, looked better than they did last year. Hard to not do that. The Raiders are the Raiders. Even though this game is in Oakland, I'm going to roll with the Houston Texans. Andre Johnson. He's just a boss. I feel like he's going to get in the end zone at least once. Oh, the Bears. We always do a survivor pool. Luckily, we didn't this week. I usually do 2 entries. Before I knew we didn't do it, the Bears would have lost me $30 because it's usually $30 or so to get in. I would have picked the Eagles on one, and I would have picked the Bears on the other. So I would already be out $30. So thank goodness we didn't do that survivor thing. Bears going to San Francisco, opening up Levi's Stadium. I think Colin Kaepernick's going to have a field day. A field day. I think Forte could have, a good game. The Bears receivers, are they going to play? Who's going to play? Alshon Jeffrey had to leave the game last. A lot of things going against the Bears. Taking the safe route, going to go with the Niners. Eagles at the Colts Monday Night Football game. This is a Monday Night Football game. This is a game I'm excited to watch. Now, it took me a while to think about this one. And most people, I thought it'd be more split. Most people that I've seen anyway are taking Indianapolis, which makes sense. You can't discount Indianapolis. Week 1 they lost. They lost to Denver, Peyton, the team I have winning the Super Bowl. My predictions before the season started, I made the predictions. Broncos over Seahawks. Would I change it after seeing Week 1? Maybe. No. Won't do it. Won't change it. But Seattle just looks like they're on another level, and everyone else is playing catch up. But we'll get to that when we get there. This game, I'm rolling with the Philadelphia Eagles. They, couldn't get out the gates last week. Started 17-0, came back and won by 17. LaShawn McCoy did all but nothing. I feel like that won't happen again. I feel like Jeremy Maclin can make some things happen. Nick Foles. Darren Sproles is a key factor. I think he was a big boost to the Eagles. Being a Falcons fan and having to play him twice a year for a little while. I know that dude is annoying and he's a really good player and he can just show up when you least expect it, make big plays. For that reason, I'm taking the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I said, join that Pick'em League so you can compete against me, Chase, if you know Chase Oliver, 68. I'll leave the description in the information. You know what I mean. I'll leave the information in the description. Calm down. So get in that. If you don't want to get in that, that's your prerogative. But leave your predictions down below. We'll keep track there. Anyways, I'm Justin. We will see you. I don't know why I'm saying we. I will see you at some point soon. Shout out to the MIA. Anyways, goodbye.